Rock a fist! Wow! Wow! Hello, viewers of the internet. We are back with another very special series that I'm doing with my friend Lyle.
Hello, it's me.
This time,
How's the microphone? Testing?
Testing should be working. This time we decided to let Lyle pick the game.
I think we can turn the sensitivity on the mic up a little, just a little bit.
Just a little bit? Okay. You're the sound expert.
Hello. Okay, that's a bit better. Yeah.
Okay. So, we let Lyle pick the game this time, and I believe we're in for a treat.
Yes.
We're
Very good JRPG.
We're going to play a little legend, you could say, of mana. What? Oh, well, we don't have internet, so we're just starting software. Bugs and all.
So this game was originally released on the PlayStation 1 in early 2000s. I think it was 02 or 03. I'm not sure, but I first saw it from a friend of mine. And yeah, it made a pretty big impact in my life, especially the music.
You know me, I like good music.
So this is the very first time I'm seeing the new game on the Switch. I can already see that the opening is different than the original.
This isn't the original Super Nintendo graphics?
PlayStation.
PlayStation graphics, sorry.
No, the opening is
Uh-oh.
totally different so far. Yep, they're doing an animated kind of version of the opening, kind of giving the story of some of the major characters in the game, such as Pearl there and El Azul. That's the mana orchard tree, or the orchard tree in your home. Oh, and then there's that guy and the white dragon. Yep, that's another character you can play as.
Yep, this is definitely invented by Japanese people.
Dana and Escad, Gaius the Earth, Rosiati. That's the guy from Underworld. That's the turtle at Lake Kilma, little cactus.
There's a Digimon.
The music is the same, but the opening is different. This is kind of cool. So here's the map where you get to place all your artifacts. So this game is, it's when you first started it, if you were about like 8 to 11 years old when this game first came out, it was kind of a trip because a lot of kids weren't really used to JRPGs in America, and we didn't really have a kind of an understanding about how the game like went or flowed. So when you got to the main screen, you're just like, oh, okay, there's land there, now what? So, but it was pretty cool as the game went on. The storytelling is great. The graphics were all hand-drawn, I'm pretty sure. Music was well composed. And I'm not sure if it's still in it, but if you just leave the title screen be, there will be a kind of another opening. So I'd just like to see if it does that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not like the opening, but it's another kind of version of it.
Oh, okay.
You know, like an extra teaser, I guess you could say. Yeah.
You just leave it for a minute or so.
Yeah. So thank you so much, man. This is great.
Yeah, no problem. I'm always willing to try a new game, especially if it's good.
Mm-hmm. And you are a fan of JRPGs, aren't you?
Yep. Mm-hmm. I've gotten into Final Fantasy, a little bit of Dragon Quest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can call a Pokemon a JRPG. I guess a JRPG for babies.
Yeah.
Always been a big Pokemon fan. But,
So yeah, it sounds to me like they've redone some of the music so far. I have a very good ear for Legend of Mana music because I've really listened to a lot of it. All kinds of covers and remakes. Plus, the original is stuck in my head, so...
Probably like me in Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
There's a lot of legends on here. We were doing the Legend of Zelda. Now we're doing the Legend of Mana.
There should be a crossover.
Yep.
Okay,
Legend
well,
of Manza.
Legend of
Mandala.
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 Okay,
Yeah.
well, we're gonna just skip into this here.
New game.
Oh, you're first player?
Yeah, unless
Okay.
you want to be.
Yes, I would like to be first player.
Go right ahead.
I don't know if I can. It's not letting me move.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll just switch controllers then, if you're okay with that.
Okay, we're just gonna check
We can
the
also
options.
rebind the controllers too. Doesn't matter.
Okay, two-player control. A second controller is required to play. Okay. Select off to turn off all enemy encounters except story-related battles. No, we don't. We want encounters on for sure.
Yeah, a lot of the remasters of the Final Fantasies do that. It's just for people who just want the story, not necessarily the gameplay.
Huh. Game data cannot save the game in this location. Huh?
Oh, it's because you can't save it now. We haven't started the game yet.
Yeah. Okay. Tutorial. Hold button. Yep. Vibration doesn't matter. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's got an arranged version now versus the original music.
Oh, cool. So you can actually switch it back. That's pretty neat.
Well, we'll keep it at arranged right now, just because I want to hear what it sounds like.
And there can be some treats sometimes. I was when I first played Link's Awakening. I really loved the new music.
All right, new game. Who are we going to be? Well, I'm going to choose the good old male. Now to choose our weapon. There are a whole bunch of them, as you can see.
Oh, wow.
And, it doesn't really matter what you choose. All the weapons in the game are, they have their own strengths and weaknesses. And how the combat and stat system works is actually based off of what weapon you're using, mainly.
Okay.
So, for example, if you're using gloves, then you're going to get a high amount of HP, because that's just how gloves work.
Oh, okay.
Because they're very short-ranged, and you kind of have to put yourself more in harm's way. But two-handed swords, for example, they have a little bit more range, and you get less HP, but way more attack power.
Yeah. I'm guessing something like an archer, you're a bit of a glass cannon where you can't take very many hits, but you can stay far away.
Yeah, the bow is an interesting weapon to have in the game. The only thing is that the AIs and the monsters that you can raise and golems you can build in the game, they're not really smart. So it's not like you can just kind of
Protect yourself?
get them to go and like go melee while you stand and fire back. Sometimes they'll just go around and do really stupid stuff, and you'll have to actually like move up really close to enemies to shoot them with the bow if you decide to do that. But yeah, I'm not even sure.
What's your favorite class?
What is my favorite weapon? I really don't know. I like all of them, to be honest with you.
Now, can you switch a class once you've...
Oh yeah, you can switch weapons.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yep, and that will, in real time, change your stats. So if you, like,
really?
have 5 levels of gloves and then you switch to, like, flail, your stats will incrementally, you know, go
Kind of
for
like
the
a
flail.
class change
Yeah.
sort of idea. Cool.
So for now, we're just going to choose sword.
Good old classic sword.
And me. Okay, I have to go up here. Okay. And we're going to choose... We're going to call ourselves Red. Because that is the color of our character. This is a little Pokemon shout-out.
Nice. Okay, when you're happy.
Oh, you can choose random names? Neat. That wasn't in the original. Rundle.
Rundle.
Okay, we're going to go with it.
Yeah, let's do Rundle.
So, now, when you played the original game, a lot of kids were just like, okay, you get to this screen, now what do we do? There's nothing happening, it's just a dude standing in front of a map.
Yeah.
Do we press a button? Okay. Okay, zoom in. Select to play area. Dark areas can't be chosen, for example, you can't choose a whole bunch of water because you won't have enough land to place all the artifacts you're going to get in the game. Cool thing about this game is that there's a fan site and the fans came up with an optimal placement of everything in the game, and you have to choose an exact, precise piece of the map in order to get everything in the game, because you have to place certain artifacts in order to get stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
But I can't remember where that is, so we're just going to choose kind of a balanced place, like say right here.
A little bit of land, a little bit of water.
And there is the time stamp of the game. You can tell kind of where you are in the game by looking at the seed of the mana tree on the top left. As you can see, we're starting the game, so it's just a seed. Little seed, big tree.
Nice.
Place the mailbox on your map. That's the artifact that creates your home in the game. So we're just going to wander around and see what a good place to put it is. I got a spot of water there. Alright, well we're just going to choose a spot with everything around it. Right in the middle. And if I'm not mistaken, once you place this, you get to see a cool little intro into the... Well, it's going to probably automatically go. Yep.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I know this game. Nice song. Interesting fact, the woman who sings this song is actually speaking Swedish.
Oh, really? No, Japanese really like other languages.
Mm-hmm.
They like the mysterious of it, even if they don't know what it means, so...
60 frame per second sproutlings. Nice. In the intro in the PS1 version, the frame rate was significantly lower. But I think they did it just I don't know if they did it on purpose, but just because of the limitations of the PS1, but... it just kind of added more, I don't know. This made the game more natural, I guess.
Yeah. It always depends when the game came out, too.
Yeah.
Like, in the lifespan. Like, Final Fantasy VII, as much as I love that game, it's a pretty rough-looking game.
Yeah.
Because it came out pretty early in its lifespan. But then, if you play, like, a Final Fantasy IX, it's a very beautiful game, because it was actually released 4 months before the PlayStation 2 came out.
Mm.
And kind of went unnoticed for a while because of it.
Well, I played a little bit of Final Fantasy IX. It was kind of cool.
I love it. It's probably my favorite Final Fantasy so far. But we're not playing that game. We're playing this game. Ooh.
So yeah, this is basically showing how everything kind of got disrupted. Everything was sort of in place, and then this big event happened, and all the lands and areas in the world got taken up from the land and magically condensed into artifacts. I can't really remember why. It's got something to do with the mana tree, though.
Somebody turned off their game without saving.
Yeah.
Mr. Rossetti got upset. He just decided he had enough, so he destroyed the world.
Yeah. So here's a nice drone shot of your home.
Friggin' drones.
Ah, nice. Oh, cool.
Oh,
Showing perspective and everything.
yeah, they had the top layer moving with...
Woohoo! Legend of Mana, we're here.
Yeah.
Now we can actually get to gameplay after all that long intros. Oh, probably not. There's
But
probably one more.
Who is Mana?
What is mana? Well, this will probably give us a bit more background. Now it gets a little bit more somber. 9 centuries ago, the mana tree burned to ashes. The power of mana lived on inside mana stones, enchanted instruments, and artifacts. Sages fought amongst themselves to gain control of these last remnants of mana. Then, after hundreds of years of war, as the power of mana began to wane, those who sought it grew scarce, and peace returned to the world. Henceforth, mankind grew afraid to desire. their hearts filled with empty emotions and grew estranged from my hands. They turned their gaze away from my infinite power and troubled themselves with petty disputes. Remember me. Need me. I can provide you with everything. I am love. Find me and walk beside me. Kind of sounds a bit like someone I know. His name starts with J.
Oh.
I actually just started reading last night the Gospel of Thomas.
Oh.
Yeah. And here we are. Graphics, okay. Want to save, press minus button. Okay, here we are. And, alright, that's menu. Yeah, definitely the, picture looks a lot more crisp. Okay. I just gotta change one thing for my own personal preferences.
Yes.
I want it to...
Toggle.
I'm not sure if that's what it is, but... No. I want it to... Normally you're supposed to just be walking and then you have to hold a button in order to run.
Okay, that's what it was on, I thought. Oh.
Okay, maybe that's just one of the bugs that they had to fix with the software update.
Who knows?
So this is Little Cactus. He's just a little cacti, a humanoid cacti. He doesn't say much.
Kill it.
Well, unfortunately, you can only talk to him or leave.
Oh, okay.
And this is the Cactus Diaries. So it's a little kind of a leaf parchment, and we'll find out what that's for later on in the game. So as you can see, the environment that we're in is nicely well drawn. It's got some really nice artwork. I just think it's great. You know, the little lighting effects. Everything looks so cozy. Go downstairs. And here we are in our living room. Yeah, this running thing is starting to bug me. There's a chest with $100 for your savings. Can't go in there. There's a nice fire going. This is the library. And you have to go to the library in order to look at stuff. At least... Oh, there we go. So you can look at characters, lands, artifacts, monsters, techniques, and you'll get more books as you progress through the game.
Cool, cool.
So, I guess the only thing we can do now is go outside. Here we go. We're in our home. It's a nice, beautiful tree. There's a regular sproutling. There's our home sign, mailbox. We might get some mail later on in the game. I'm a sproutling. The world can be shaped by your imagination, said the CIA. Did you know that? Yeah, I kind of did know that. Here we go. You get Color Blocks artifact. That's the town of Domina. Or Domina, whatever you want. That's your first artifact you get in the game.
Cool.
So, if you go down south, this is the backyard orchard. And there's nothing here right now, but there will be later on in the game. It's a nice little clearing if you want to chill out, if you had a hard day. In the back of your place, there's the workshops. And there's nothing here right now, but you will find people later on in the game who will construct certain areas for you, like a blacksmith and an armory, instrument shop, etc. Plus the sound is really cool from their music. Going along the eastern part of your home, it's the Monster Coral. And this is where you get all your monsters.
Cool, you get to train monsters.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a Pokemon feel to it.
Nice.
And this is the only time you can wander around in your barn without being stopped immediately, because you have no monsters. And if you have at least one monster, you'll just walk in and you'll get a menu. And that's...
Oh, okay.
So, enjoy walking around in your barn for now, because you won't be able to do it at all for the rest of the game. Until you get a monster. Okay. Music is also really nice.